Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Satyavratam Satyaparam Trisatyam Satyasya yonim nihitam cha satye Satyasya satyam mruta satya netram Satyatmakam tvam sharanam prapannaha Sarvatra Govindanama Sankirtanam. Hari Om Tat Sat. Srimad Bhagavatam Mahapuranam, 11th canto, Nimi Navayogi Samvadam. In yesterday's class, we have completed up to the 7th question and the answer. The 7 questions asked by Nimi Chakravarti to the different Navayogis, among them one by one answering to his questions. After Prabuddha, 5th question, explained about the Brahma Swarupam, the 6th question asked by the Raja is about what is the Karma Yoga? What is the secret of Karma Yoga? While talking about the Karma Yoga, he included the Upasana Yoga also in it. Yesterday I mentioned about it. It's a very unique way of blending both of them in one topic. So by that we come to know that Karma Yoga means included Bhakti Yoga, Upasana Yoga also. Then in that I forgot one important shloka, so I will just tell about at the end of that topic. After he explained about the Shodashopachara Puja, Agama and Nigama way of worship and all that, then at the end of that teaching, he says very beautiful one shloka. Atmanam tanmayam dhyayan murtim sampujayed harihi harehe sheshamadhaya sirase swadhamnya udvasya samskrutam. Generally in puja time, after avahanam and all that, we invoke the Lord in that whatever pratima we keep there, and then at the end of the puja Asmin bimbe avaitam Shri Devam Shri Devi Yathata Sthanam Pratisthapayami. We touch it and move little side. That means I completed my puja, podum podum, you go to your place and sit. But here what exactly that means? We do mechanically outside, but he is giving the real meaning of it. Actually, whenever you invoke any god or goddess in any idol, anything, you are bringing your bhavana to there. Bhavana is here. Why I am not showing here? Real bhavana will be here. When we talk about the spiritual heart, when we talk about the I feel so much. I feel so much for you. All this here we touch. We never touch here. If you are touching here means I am in a mess. So feeling. You are bringing your bhavana and keeping outside. That means that it may be anything. There, Devi, Shiva, Vishnu, anybody you can invoke. Then at the end of the puja, he is asking, you take that Lord and keep it in again inside. That means what? Lord is inside you. Your bhavana is the Lord. So bhavana is important. You can bring the bhavana out and invoke on anything, anytime. Very beautiful. Huh? So, Atman, and not only that, you consider yourself as the Lord Sri Hari. That is the purpose of Anganyasam, Karanyasam, all that, Hridayanyasam. And at the end of the puja, doing Sankalpam time or end of the puja, before starting also, we consider ourselves, Deho, we will take the Pushpam and all that, Deho Devalaya Proktaha, Jivo Devas Sanatana Tejed Ajnana Nirmalyam Soham Bhavena Pujayet. Now I am not a normal body person. In the temple, In the temple the Lord is living. So I myself invoked and merge, become with one with the Lord. And that end he is telling what you have to do. So you have to consider first itself, at the end, and Hari, whichever you brought your bhavana outside, and take that Lord again, Pratishtha. Where? Not Yadhasthanam. He very clear said, Sheshamadhaya Shirasi, whatever is left after the puja, that flowers and the Akshata, Kumkuma, whatever, you put on your head, because now you yourself are the God. So everybody's gods are in the world. Yeah, everybody's God. But don't tell outside, I am the God. Okay. Bhavana. Sirasim adhaya. Then Swadhamni udvasya. Swadhamna means it in its own place, in your heart. So like that, he is completing that bhavana of the puja and all that, invoking. So considering ourselves as the body is the temple and Lord is residing inside. Once if this every day this bhavana is inculcated, can we behave wrongly? Can we behave rudely? Can we become angry on anybody, anything? Impossible if you have done properly with proper understanding. So after this is yesterday's topic actually. After this, another question asked, the 7th question about the, please explain in what are the avatars this great Lord Narayana took so far. Then the next Rishi Avirhotra explained all those avatars starting from the Naranarayana Rishis, the Sanat Kumaras. I didn't enumerate all those lists because most of you know that. Not only 10 avatars, in Bhagavata, nearly if you take the small avatars, all Gnana Kala avatars, it comes nearly 30. But still there are many. So in that, the highlighted point is the Narayana Rishi is still living in the Himalayas. Bhagavatam is the Pramanam. He is still doing the tapas. Same way, another Pramanam, Lord himself, Krishna told to Uddhava, you go to Badarikashrama until this particular creation gets end, you do tapas there. You need not to go into the society. Your tapas and my tapas, that means Narayana is nothing but the Narayana Rishi and Lord Narayana. This will protect this Sanatana Dharma, Vaidika Dharma. This Gnana Ganga will keep on flow continuously, incessantly. Achandra Surya Tararkam. That's why you have to believe Lord's words. Now also Uddhava is doing tapas. Because of their grace and krupa, what sir, if they do tapas, what will happen? Yesterday Amma told that you take sankalpa, that will work. If many takes the good sankalpa, it happens. If many bad people are there and all bad negative thoughts, the psychic pollution will happen. This is true. Yat bhavam tad bhavati. Whatever you think, that will become. So many positive thoughts and vibrations we have to create by our dhyanam, by our contemplation, by thinking, by our prayers and all that. So they are doing, that's why we are here today listening Bhagavatam. Even after so many years, satsangs are going on in all over the world. In other countries also our satsangs are going on, here and there. So this is the 7th question. Avirhotra Rishi answered. Then we had just started yesterday 8th question. Today I have to little rush up. I will speak like this faster as much as possible. So you will also be alert after this strong dose of Vivek Chudamani. 8th question asked by Raja Nimi. Whoever not following this Bhakti Marga or spiritual path, who is not a Astika, what will happen to them? What gati they will get? So please explain. At the same time, he didn't ask that question, but another side question comes in this. In each yuga, Lord appeared in what form, what color, and what way those people used to do worship of that Lord, like that Yuga Pada Puja Paddhati. And in that yuga, what is the Lord's name, Lord's color, Lord's avatara, and how they worshipped, how the people are there. So that also comes as a side question. Now for this eighth question, Chamasa Uvacha, Chamasa Rushi. Okay, in between Drumila also, that avatars are explained by the Drumila Rishi. Now, eighth Rishi, Chamasaha. Chamasaha means Vaidikottamaha. Vaidikottamaha. That means he is a very, very perfect in Karmakanda things also and in Gnanakanda also. Everything, Chamasaha. What he says, being it is the first answer of the Rishi, I have to read that. Question I read yesterday, I think. Okay? Rajovacha. Mukhabahurupadebhyaha purushasyaashramaispruha maisaha chatvaro jagnire varnaha gunair vipradaya pruthak. He starts first telling about. Okay. So what will happen to the non-devotees, non-believers? Like that is the main question. Here, Chamasa started. Now, see, Bhagavan himself, in his creation, created the Chatur Varnyam Maya Srishtam Guna Karma Vibhagashaha. That point he is bringing out. While explaining the Chatur Varnyam here, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, he is quoting that Purusha Sukta verse indirectly. Okay? That is what Purusha Sukta says. Brahmano se mukhamasit bahu rajanyakritaha uru vaishya padbhyagum shutro ajayata. Like this the description comes. That means the four varnas are nothing but the four parts of this Vishwa Virat Virupa Swarupa Bhagavan. The mukham is the Brahmana, the hands are the Kshatriya, the middle trunk part is called the Vaishyas, and the down padas are the Shudras. In body, all these parts are important or not? So that's why absolutely there is no any difference. Everybody is important, like four pillars to make the any building to stand. Or so like that four varnas are the four pillars to run this society in a harmonic way. So he mentions that. Now, who doesn't understand the importance of each varna's duty? I contribute my part for the welfare of the humanity and whole society. All are important. And who doesn't have that bhavana and not understanding these varnashrama dharmas, not listening, not giving the ear. He schools many times here. They are not listening. கூப்பிட்டான்னு வரமாட்டாங்க, மைக் வச்சு சொன்னான்னு வரமாட்டாங்க, ஃப்ரீயாக சொல்லி கொடுத்தான்னு வரமாட்டாங்க, போர்டு வச்சுனான்னு வரமாட்டாங்க, திட்டுவார் நடுவில் அங்கங்கே. நான் நல்லா ஒரே வாட்டி சொல்லிட்டேன் உங்களுக்கு. ஓகே, வாட் ஹி சேஸ், ஆஃப்டர் கெட்டிங் திஸ் மனுஷ ஜன்மா, these people unnecessarily going in the wrong way, adharmic way, they are not listening, giving their ears to listen my words. In every avatar I am doing Gnana Bodha, everywhere. So my teaching is always available, the manual is available. When I created the human being, I created the manual also, along with the creation. As the people create the new gadget, washing machine, manual will be there. Cell phone, manual will be there. Like that, when I did this creation, immediately I create the manual also. But none of them are not reading, listening. Even though they can't read, they must listen from somebody, no? So he is scolding. Then what will happen, you know, Raja? You ask, no. They will go into the Pashu Pakshadi Janma. Pashu, Pakshi are trees like that. Instead of going to divinity, they will go down. This is what happens. That is their gati. You ask, no, what gati they will get. And particularly after that one instruction he gives. So Raja, you are a ruler. Please listen, very important point. In society, always these people will be like that. Because their senses are extraverted, Everybody wants bhogas and enjoyments. Naturally, they will forget how they have to behave, how they have to conduct their life. But somebody should remind them, no? If child is going in a wrong way, mother has to remind, no? Father or teacher. So rulers are the guides of the whole society. Whole society can be guided or controlled by the rulers. Of course, teachers will be there, Brahmanas. But ruler, Kshatriya has got power. He can put the orders, 144 section, this, that, anything he can do, no? Curfew. If government passes one rules, we all have to follow. Without the COVID vaccine certificate, you cannot enter into the flight. No choice. Like that, you are the ruler. See, those days itself, please take care and see that the people should listen my words. எனக்கு தெரியாது நீ என்ன பண்றியோ, you arrange the satsangs. That is what this present government is slowly bringing in the education, in the society, in the mass, the respect and reverence and the love for our country, in the love for our Sanatana Dharma, our Shastra. That means we are not hating anybody. We love everybody, but we must love our things more than let them love their things. We don't hate them. We are not that kind of people. We never love everyone, love ever, hate never. I think Baba's quotation it is. So like that, he says, Raja, instruction for the rulers. So every parliamentarian MLA must listen this statement. You are here to guide the people, to felicitate and provide the facilities for the people to practice and follow the dharmic activities. But what you are doing, you are yourself manufacturing the alcohol, Sara, Kallu, and you are opening the shops and you are putting the auction, getting crores of rupees. You are a ruler? How sad it is. Every government, now if you want to bring the ban, immediately revolt will come because already people are addicted, got addicted. To stop the smoking in the public places is a big problem. People won't listen. To stop the liquor or anything, don't drink in odd times, don't drink and drive. People won't follow. So strict rules. Still, why you have to provide? Government should provide. They are drinking illegally, illicit. Let it be. Why you create and manufacture and allow them to? What profit you want from that? Tell me, my dear government. All these changes has to come slowly. Because now every state, some states are having regional parties. That is the problem. Sir, Swaminam also talking about the country and politics like that. You are also. Politics, country, Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita are not separate, my dear. When you talk about the dharma, anushtana, this, that, everything included. So please remember that. But how we can contribute while be in this spiritual path? We have our contribution as the spiritual seekers. Something, whatever, wherever you are, do it. Think about it. If anywhere possible, tell it. So important instruction given by this Chamasa Rishi to the Raja. Then after that, in next shlokas, he tells about the so who are just believing in the karma, are karmatargal, karmanishtha people, and who give importance to ardhavada. Naturally, those who are very interested in the karma kanda, that too kamya karma, sakamya karma, and they give more importance and they will talk about and quote ardhavada. See, Upanishad said like this, Vedam Purvabhagam said like this, and if it is not for us, why the Veda has to talk about this? Like this they will argue. Yami mam pushpitam vacham pravadantya vipaschitaha vedavadartah pardha nanyadasti iti vadinah. So like this, Bhagavan also, see this Ardhavada, the karma, people who are involved and stuck up in the karma, that too sakamya karma, is they are not able to understand what is meant for the Veda. Veda asks you to, yesterday also we have seen, no, it is only for you to attract and bring into the righteous path. Then afterwards slowly reduce the kamya karmas, do the niyata karma and avoid the nishiddha karma, and reduce the praishchitta and the parihara karmas also. If they want, let them come in. Okay, you all look here. You all look here. Okay. So he says here that because of this, what this happened, they will speak very flowery words. Upanishads also tells about that. And they will tell that Nangalu Padchirkom. Okay. Panditam Manyamanaha Janjanya Mudaha Paryanti Janjanga Manaha Mundakopanishad. After that, the Andhenaiva Niyamana Yathandaha. A blind person leading other blind people. And that blind people are telling, no, no, no. How can we hold the hand of a person who is having the eyes? We have to hold the hand of our group of person. That is, we are blind. Our leader also blind. Should be blind only. How it looks. Like that, if the blind person holds the shoulder of the blind person and he wants to lead, all will go and fell in the ditch, no? Andhenaiva. Exactly, this is what Upanishad talks about. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna also tells in many places. But they think Panditam Manyamana, Dhiraha Panditam Manyamana. We know, we studied, we are very intelligent. What do you think? Then they will talk, they will argue, they will write books and all that, and deceive themselves and mislead the people. So that should not happen. Like that he says. For the external pleasures, all this what? Swargam, Punya Lokam, Pitru Lokam and all that. Then afterwards he mentions about these kind of people, in that still, all are not, we can't say all of them are the ignorant people, they are knowledgeable, but still Rajoguna, Tamoguna dominant. Because of that, Rajoguna, Tamoguna Pradhana people, their actions will be himsatmakam, kamatmakam, more desirous, selfish, are the more destroying way of behavior, disturbing the others. So whatever may be, my safety, my pleasure, my comfort is more important. So in this way, they will be very angry people. They will be very arrogant. All Bhagavad Gita, Daivasura Sampatti that he quotes here. Okay. So all of them I will consider, I will give a title, they are all papis. Papatmas. Then naturally they won't get the bhakti on Sri Hari. Even they, they will insult the bhaktas also. They won't care for the bhaktas. That means what? They won't care for Jnanis, Mahatmas, Bhaktas, temples, or nothing. Because they don't have. Then what are their characteristics? The traits of these Bhautikavadis are the Rajoguna people. They always run behind the three things. WWW. You are all very familiar. Yes. Woman, wine and wealth. World Wide Web is this. Woman, wealth, woman, wine. So that is he is mentioning here. So I put it in a simple way for you to understand. They run behind the luxuries and bodily pleasures. Man with the woman, woman with the man. Anywhere, anybody, like that. They never come and touch the feet of the Mahatmas. They never respect the wise people in the country. So like that they, and my house, my family, my comforts and all that. And whenever they meet that kind of people, the materialistic people, they always talk about three things: about the food, about the ladies, cinema, sex, all any kind, or whatever may be. He mentioned here. So some I can't express in the public like that. Some are there. Then they will talk about the only land, property, money, investment, share market. These are all good examples. Where you went last Sunday, where you spend your holidays, which is resort. All these things only they talk. They never talk about the dharmam, gnanam, Bhagavan, nothing. And even though they don't know anything about the Yajna Yagam and the Puja Punaskaram, they are not that much strong believers, but to show off, pomp and show, for their name and fame's sake, sometimes they will come to the temples, sometimes they will donate, and immediately they want photo, they want the recognition, all for that sake they will come. So they don't know what is the achara, vichara in this, but they involve and they will contaminate the place also. That is his take. They don't know the vidhipurakama karmanushtanam and how to respect the saints and sages and the brahmana, how to give the dakshana, nothing. They don't know anything. Only for their selfish purposes, like politicians, no? Sometimes they will come to temples and kumbhabhishekam, this, that, immediately photo. Vote to anyone, like. Or if only if they do some kind of people, only by sacrifice of Pashu Bali, with all that only they will do. Then, because of all this, so much prosperity, adhikaram and education, he gives so much dhanam, he has got a good body, everything is fine. Asishto, balishto, drudishtaha, Taitra Upanishad. Everything is there, perfect. But there is no inclination for jnana, there is no humility. Vidya vinayena sobhate. Vinayam is not there, only arrogance. Such a people lost their discrimination power and they cannot reach this Lord Sri Hari. They cannot get this pure bhakti. And not only that, they insult the wise people, Brahmanas, Vedam, Shastram, in front of the collectorate. They will burn any kind of a Manusmriti they burnt some time back and all they do. Even Bhagavad Gita they will burn, Vedam they will burn, all this nonsense they say. And countries, everybody has got their own freedom. So like that, they insult the Lord also. That is happening so much. Okay, from that Ramnayakar, beating the Rama's idol and did the Uralam in Chennai long ago. All Brahmanas and Bhaktas are kept quiet. That is what Dravida Kadagam started. That still that culture is going on. Related only I am talking, okay? Then, when I told just now, no, www, that he is mentioning here actually in a different format. 3 attractions for the people generally, naturally. And that 3 attractions, because they are having natural attraction, Shastra don't compel them and pull them back suddenly. Slowly we have to pull them back. Slowly we have to change their direction. What are the 3 here? He says the attraction for the opposite sex and the mamsa bhakshanam and the madhyapanam, the liquor and the meat eating and all that. These are all people, naturally they like it, not everybody. Now he says all these things are actually in the Shastra allowed. Okay, a little controversial topic, but I am simplifying and telling. That's why many people ask that why this Pashubali is told in the Veda. Why some yajnas and some tantrika karmas are all done and used by the liquor and the mamsam also? Okay, because of this only. People are already addicted, and if you stop them suddenly, they revolt. So what Shastra says, okay, you can have the, you can satisfy your sexual desire only by marriage. That is he quotes that. Vivahena kama, you can satisfy yourself. That means with your own wife, like that. Other than that, nothing. No. What is our culture? What is the Western culture? Here, except my wife, all other women are mothers to me. In the West, except my mother, all women are my wives. What a contra picture. So here, no. And another thing, there is no, in Vedic prescription, no divorce. There is no divorce word in the Vedic knowledge anywhere. That means what? Once you are married, you have to live with that person. Whether you die first or he dies first, or he may, because of his bad habits, if he left you also, but you have to be like that, and that is. But it now present scenario won't accept that. Okay, you can marry, but after marriage you should not get any deviation because of anything. Dedicate yourself, serve each other, help each other, grow each other. Grow both of you. So Vivaha only is permission for your enjoyment. Then in yajna time alone, mamsa bhakshanam is allowed. That means for that yajna, only prescribed some yajna, some kind of mamsa bali, and that is only allowed, only that time. That too you have to take as a prasada. Same way, madhyapanam also is Sautramani Yagam, the Yaga name also mentioned here. In one Yaga, that Madhyam is offered to the Lord. Now, after that he is saying that, he is telling that actually this is not really killing the animal or the eating the meat, only Pashu touching the animal, only touching the animal, only smelling the liquor. Only smelling the liquor. It is not told that kill the animal and create a meat or like that. Maybe in the lower level, once in a yajna time. You should not. So like this, slowly Shastra trying to change those people's attitude. So this topic he mentions here. I am not elaborating much. You don't get much confusion or any questions about it. Okay, because there are some asked me these questions in somewhere and sent the message also. Why Vedas allow the animal killing and all that? Very difficult to answer and takkana. It needs to explain a lot. Okay. So because of this, that mamsam, who are eating, there is one small fun. Saha mam bhakshate. When the person is eating mamsam, that flesh belongs to which animal? That animal is not in alive form, but that mamsam knows that animal. Thinks that, ayyo, he's eating me, he killed me and he's eating. Saha mam bhakshate. Then, wait, next life I will take revenge. Mam saha bhakshati. Mam saha bhakshati. I am going to eat you next life. Be ready. Cut, piece. I will make you piece. Nalla roast பண்ணுவே, fry பண்ணுவே. எப்படி இருக்கும்? Mam saha bhakshati. That is called mamsam. தெரியாது மக்களை பார்க்கும். So like this, people go with their own actions, they go to the adholoka. And they are harming to themselves. Really, this is called Atmahatya. In Bhagavata, about this Atmahatya, in 3-4 places it will come. Only Bhagavan Krishna in Gita, only in a dignified manner he told, Uddharedatmanatmanam. That is also meaning. If you don't lift yourself, you are killing yourself. That is the Atmahatya. Atmahano Janaha. Where? In the Ishavasya Upanishad. Okay? Here that he mentions, Atmanam Ghatayanti te. Okay? So after telling that, so they are torturing themselves, they are unnecessarily destroying their life and wasting their human birth. Then, coming to the 9th question, the last question. Rajovacha kasmin kale sa bhagavan kim varna kidrusho nubihi namna vakena vidhina pujyate tadihocyatam. Oh Maharshi, the last question Nimi asking, please tell me in which yuga Lord born in which form. Okay, I told side question, but this is the 9th question. Okay, which form and in which name, then in which way the people used to worship him. So this is the 9th question, and the answer given by Karabhajana Uvacha. Karabhajana means Astamalakavat. Okay, Ullangai Nellikanni Bol. Karabhajana. That knowledge, Brahma Vidya, is in his just own hand. That means who is a Brahma Gnani, Karabhajanaha. తోలు తీసి ఒలిచిపెట్టిన అరటిపండు చేతిలో తినటం ఎంత సులభమో అట్లా ఈ జ్ఞానం అనేది అంత సులభముగా తన హృదయంలో తన చేతిలో పెట్టుకుని ఉన్నవాడు. రేపటి నుంచి తెలుగు మాట్లాడాలి కదా, ట్రయల్ వేస్తున్నాను ఇప్పుడే. కొంచెం మంది ఉంటారు కూడా దీంట్లో. ఓకే, దిస్ ఈజ్ ద క్వశ్చన్. సింపుల్, క్విక్లీ. ఎస్. దెన్ Karabhajana. కృతం త్రేతా ద్వాపరం చ కలిరిత్యేషు కేశవః నానావర్ణావిధాకారో నానైవ విధి నేజ్యతే. Every yugam the Lord took the form in a different color and different ayudhams and all that for different purpose. His complexion also different in every yuga. Now first he says, in Kruta yugam, people doesn't have any yajna yaga, nothing. In Kruta yuga, okay, people are very, very spiritual. Everybody is having that inclination to the knowledge naturally, and that's why they are very shantaha, nirvairinaha, upakara swabhavaha, samadarshinaha. And they worship the Lord in the form of the tapas. That tapas is called mano nigraham and indriya nigraham. There is no any question of going to temple or doing anything. Controlling their mind and the senses itself is the worship. Maximum they worship the Pancha Mahabhutas. That's why yesterday I told you, this entire Jagat, what you are seeing, the world is nothing but the Lord. Where I have to run and rush for temple, Tirtha Yatra. That means I am not saying don't go. Go for Bharata Darshan's sake, go, spend the money. Let the money come to the Indian tourism. That is all okay. Enjoy. But don't find the faults there. என்னது அந்த திருப்பதி போனால் நாங்கள் ஏமாத்துறானே, லட்டு பிளாக்ல விற்கிறான். அந்த டெம்பிள் கிட்ட போனால் என்ன ஒரே ரோடு சரியே இல்லை, சாக்கடை எங்கே பார்த்தா கூட. இப்படிலாம் கம்ப்ளைண்ட் பண்ணக்கூடாது. ஏ பக்தா, ஏ முமுக்ஷு, ஏ ஸ்பிரிச்சுவல் சீக்கர் should not complain. Stop complaining. Let us live here at zero complaint level. My Swamiji's slogan. If you practice at least this principle, you are successful. One principle. Difficult. இன்னைக்கு சாம்பார் காரமாக இருக்கு, அப்படி இருக்கு, இப்படி இருக்கு, சூடாக இருக்கு. ரெடியூஸ் பண்ணிக்கணும். அவேர்னஸ். யூ மஸ்ட் பி அவேர் ஆஃப் தட். ஹவு மெனி கம்ப்ளைண்ட்ஸ் ஐ எம் டூயிங் how to reduce, minimize it and then stop. Okay, the point is, here people are like that. Okay, what about the Lord's color and all that? Shukla Varnaha. Not Shukla Varna. The Srihari is called as Shuklaha. Bhagavan's name, Shuklaha. Then naturally he must be very fair complex, like a fair complex. Then Kruta Yuga people worship the person. Actually Bhagavan appeared, that means fair. The Shukla means pure. People's heart is pure. The Lord also appeared in the pure form, Shukla Varnaha. And then he also called in a different names. We call one Shankara, Shiva, Meda Dakshinamurti, and this, that, so many names. Here list of names given. Hamsaha, Suparnaha, Vaikuntaha, Dharmaha, Yogeshwaraha, Amalaha, Ishwaraha, Purushaha, Avyaktaha, Paramatma. All Vedantic terms have come. Contemplate after going home. Then Treta Yugam. In the Treta Yugam, Lord born took the avatar in the red color form. அப்படி இருப்பாங்களா சார் யாராவது? ஒயிட் எலிஃபெண்ட் இருக்குன்னு இந்திரலோகத்தில். அண்ட் அம்பாளுடைய வர்ணனம் மீன்ஸ் ஷீ டுக் ஆல் மல்டி கலர் சினிமாஸ்கோப் ஆர் வர்ணனம், லலிதா சாஸ்திரம் எவ்ரிவேர். Everything, red color dress, red color ornaments are red, everything. Okay, so like that many names. Then Treta Yuga, this one. In that yuga particularly, he born as a tapasvi yogi, and he is having in his hand the two instruments which are used for the yajnam yagam, sruk and sruvam. Sanskrit words one. Sruk and sruvam means I don't know exactly what form. There are so many big karandis and this kind of thing that's used for yajna. That is called sruk and sruvam. He appeared in that form. For what? To teach and people Rig, Yajus, Sama Vedas related Karma Kanda, Yajna Yaga. So Yajna Yaga worship has started in the Treta Yuga. And there also people are somewhat better than the Kali Yuga. Dharmashtaha, Dharmanishta, Veda Vedas, all are studies the Vedas. And then they worship the Srihari, Sakala Devata Swarupa Srihari with the Veda Vidya and Yajna Yaga Rupena. What are the names called to this Vishnu there? This Hari, Vishnu, Yajnaha, Prushnigarbhaha, Sarvadevaha, Urukramaha, Vrushakabhi, Jāyanteya, Urugayaha. These are all the names of the Lord that time. Then come to the Dwapara Yuga. Shamallako Malla Krishna Murare, Shamallako Malla Krishna Murare, Shamallako Malla Krishna Murare, Shamallako Malla Murare, Shamallako Malla Krishna Murare, Shamallako Malla Krishna Murare, Krishna Murare, Krishna Murare, Krishna Murare. The black boy of Vrindavan. So in Treta Dwapara Yuga, Pitambaradhari, Srivatsankam, Kaustubho, all that character, Bhagavan. Then here also the people worship, very few are recognize the Lord's grace. All are thinking that he is just like one of us. But his purpose is here again to teach the Gnanam, to establish the Dharma. Vedokta mantra prakarena arahadayati. In this, and the Dwapara Yuga also there are Yajna Yagas and all that worship. That's why Krishna himself asked to worship the Govardhana Parvata instead of Indra, with as a rituals and everything. So that's why that Lord called in that worship, people called him in different names, particularly Namaste Vasudevaya Namas Sankarshanaya Cha Pradyumnaya Aniruddhaya Tubhyam Bhagavate Namaha. These are the four important names for the Lord Shri Krishna. His children's names, actually these are called four Vyuhas. According to Vaishnava, it has got so much importance of these four Vyuhas. four parts, four aspects of the Bhagavan Krishna, Sri Hari. So this is, he explained, and then that Lord did lot of leelas. That's why for us the nearest avatara, still now also we revel and enjoy, that is called Krishna Avatara, Purna Avataram. Swagatam Krishna, so Swagatam Krishna, I want big claps. Swagatam Krishna, so Swagatam Krishna, Swagatam Krishna, so Swagatam Krishna, Swagatam Krishna, so Swagatam Krishna, Swagatam Krishna, Swagatam Krishna, Swagatam Krishna. Krishna Chandra Bhagavan ki Jai. Now we are concluding almost another 5 minutes. After telling all this, now Kali Yuga has to be told about it. In Kali Yuga, he especially says, Sankirtana Yagnena. Of course, when you come to the Vedanta, we say Gnana Yagnam we are doing here. Okay, but generally for many people suitable, many of you also in previous your other years, you all interested in puja, temple going. Now also go, nothing wrong, but with understanding you are going. With a background of the Vedanta, you see everything in the background of the Vedanta. Okay? So if I go also no problem, if I don't go also no problem, means what? For me it is not a disturbance at that state. If I go, I go. If I don't go, no, I don't go. But nothing disturbs me. So that state is, so here he emphasizing Yagnaihi Sankirtanaihi Sankirtanena Yagna Sankirtanam Sankirta Yagnam. We know that now because of that Nama Sankirtanam only this bhakti is prevailing. Okay? A few years, decades back, few century back, Tyagaraja, Purandardas and Maharashtra, these bhaktas, Abba, what a strong, great wave of the bhakti. If that bhakti wave is not yet come, then still we are in the worst condition. We are already slaves that time. So that is protected and given some solace to the people, Nama Sankirtanam Bhakti. So in Kali Yugam, we have to accept that bhakti is the very easiest way. After that what happens, but they will understand slowly, through that bhakti acharyas, they will come into the good path. One day they will get the Chitta Shuddhi, Chitta Ekagrata, and slowly they were promoted like all of us to the Satsangam Gnana Prapti. This is also available, that is also available. So many steps are there. So here he is emphasizing that because Kalo Kalmasha Chittanam Papa Dravya Upajivinam Vidikriya Vihinanam Gatir Govinda Kirtanam. These are the slokas told by particularly Bhakti Acharyas. Because in Kali Yuga, simply they say, but don't mistake that. You won't mistake because now you are studying Vedanta. But for a lay person, Summa Namam Sollu, Ella Sariad, Podum and Sulano, and Adav Solanamana. Adana Chumma was Adi Solamatan. It's not easy, but somehow tell. Anytime, anywhere, any God, tell the Lord's name. So Kali Yuga, what happened? It purifies the mind. Very easily purifies. After certain days or months or years, he will come to the Gnana Marga. He will become a good dharmic person. So in that way, he is praising the Kali Yuga. Actually, Kali Yuga is very, very suitable yugam for to meet many Gnanis. Actually, Krita, Dwapara, Treta Yuga people desire and want to born in Kali Yuga. They desire, they like it. Why? Here and there, everywhere you will get the lot of bhaktas or the Gnanis. So that's why he is praising that in one shloka. Hey Maharaja, this is greatness of the Kali Yuga. That's why never blame the Kali Yuga. We are in this Yuga. The time is like that. Nothing. We are blessed. We are in the right time with the right body, mind complex and with the right gurus and the Sanatana Dharma. Everything is available. Everything is available in a beautiful technological form. So nothing is lack for us. Only we have to opt for that. Now, while telling that, particularly it's praising the South India. In South India, there are so many rivers are there. Whoever born in the banks of these rivers and drink the water of these rivers, that water itself will purify their heart. I don't know what is that secret, but this is the secret. It happening, it happens. Tamraparni nadi yatra krutamala payashvini. Okay, you find out where are these rivers are. Kaveri cha mahapunya pratichi mahanadi. We are all, most of us are at the banks of these rivers. We are drinking that water only. That's why we are purified. Vandittom. Gnanathike vandittom. அதனால் ஒன்றும் குறைச்சல் இல்லை, பூர்ணமாக இருக்கிறோம், எல்லாம் பூர்ணமாக இருக்கு. We are complete. Okay, and now the topic is ending. Narada Uvacha. You remember now who told to whom what? Everything. Don't ask. Ramariki Sita enna agumni. Narada Uvacha. So therefore, Tasmat, my dear Vasudeva, you also follow this Bhagavata Dharma. Drop the attachment of this family and that boy Krishna is your son. Okay, don't get attached. See, and you contemplate, understand, abide in yourself, and give up everything, renounce everything, and you be with yourself, and you will be liberated. Jivan Mukti and Videhi Mukti, everything will happen to you. Please follow. This is my advice. This is the answer for your question. I think I have told elaborately. So you please follow it. So we have heard last 7 days. Okay, today 7th day. And Phalashruti last. What Shuka Mahamani telling? I have to say that. Phalashruti. Itihasamimam punyam dharayet samahitaha. This itihasam, this episode of story, which is very punyam, a samahitaha, a person who has had the controlled and the concentrated mind should focus on the theme of this upakhyanam. What is told, why it is told, how it is told. Then savidhuheha samalam. If you do that, just by listening again, thinking about it, all the kalmashams will be removed. You will be purified. You will become like a 24-karat gold. Shamalam Brahma Bhuyaya Kalpate. Exactly what in the 18th chapter Bhagavan Sri Krishna telling in the 53rd sloka. Ahankaram balam darpam kamam krodam parigraha vimuccha nirmama shantaha brahma bhuyaya kalpate means what? You will attain the gnanam. We want gnanam only, no? Slowly, step by step. So this is the, I explained whatever possible in this 1 hour, 7 days. So please remember this, contemplate on it, and assimilate it and apply in your life. Om Mangalam, Om Kara Mangalam, Om Mangalam, Guru Pada Mangalam, Om Mangalam, Om Kara Mangalam, Om Mangalam, Guru Pada Mangalam, Om Mangalam, Guru Pada Mangalam, Guru Pada Mangalam, Guru Pada Mangalam. Nityosavo bhavatyesham nityashrir nityamangalam esham hrudisto bhagavan mangalayatanam harihi. Hari Om Tat Sat.